Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to have a look of all these tenses at a glance. So, I would highly recommend you to watch this video. Without any delay, let's get started. Present tense is basically of four types. They are present simple, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Okay? In this way, present tense is of four types. The first one is present simple. Let us see the example sentence. I cook every day. Okay? I cook every day. Generally, present simple is used for general statements, habits, and facts. The next tense is present continuous tense. Example sentence. I am cooking now. I am cooking now. It is generally used to explain the actions that are happening right now. Present perfect tense. Example sentence. I have cooked dinner. I have cooked dinner. Okay? Generally, present perfect is used to describe past events or actions that have present consequences. Now, coming to the last tense of present tense. It is present perfect continuous tense. Example sentence is I have been cooking for half an hour. I have been cooking for half an hour. Generally, present perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and continues to the present. In each tense, we are going to see the structure of the tense and the situation in which it is used along with example sentences for your better understanding. First, present simple tense. It is used almost 50% in written and verbal communication. Okay, so you must be perfect in this present simple tense. All the tenses are important if you want to speak flawless English. The structure of the present simple tense is subject plus base form of verb. It means V1 form. Okay? It is exceptional because in third person singular we add s. Let us see more clearly with examples. For I, you, we and they, we use V1 form. For he, she and it, we add s to the verb. Okay? For example, I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat. He eats, she eats, it eats. I read, you read, we read, they read. He reads, she reads, it reads. In the same way, I play, you play, we play, they play. But he plays, she plays, and it plays. However, you also need to remember that in present simple, verb to be has its own forms. For example, we use be form am for I. We use be form are for you. We use be form is for he, she and it. We use be form are for they and we. You need to remember it. If you are a beginner, I highly recommend you to take a note so that you can revise it and get clear picture of how to use and when to use. Present simple tense is used to describe general statements. Okay? I am a woman. I am an agriculturist. Okay? In this way, to express general statements, we are going to use present simple tense. Second one, to explain about facts, we are going to use present simple tense. For example, the sun rises in the east. The earth revolves around the sun. Okay, these are facts. So, we are using present simple tense. Present simple tense is also used to describe habits. She goes for a walk every evening. I drink coffee every morning. Okay? In the same way, present simple tense is also used to describe scheduled events in the future. For example, the train to Hyderabad leaves at 6 a.m. from Vishakhapatnam. I think you are clear about present simple tense, so let us move forward and discuss about present continuous tense. The structure of present continuous tense is subject plus be plus verb ing. Okay. For I, we are using am. For he, she, and it, we use is. For you, we, and they, we are going to use are. Present continuous tense is used to talk about actions that are happening right now. Examples: I am cooking dinner right now. They are solving math problems. I am speaking English. I am recording a video. Present continuous tense is used to talk about actions that are temporary. For example, Sheila is living in Switzerland. It is present continuous tense. We use Sheila lives in Switzerland. It is present simple tense because that may be permanent. But in this case, Sheila may be studying there or she may be working there for a few months or years. So, it is a temporary situation. So, we are using here Sheila is living in Switzerland. In the same way, Arjun is learning to speak French. It means he may be learning for a couple of months, or he may be learning this language for 6 months, or maybe for an year. Am I right? It is not permanent that he is going to learn French his whole life, right? So, in this way, you are going to use present continuous tense to describe about temporary situations. Present continuous tense is also used to describe changes that are taking place or happening now at the present. Okay? Example: cooking videos on YouTube are becoming very popular. It means cooking videos on YouTube are becoming popular right now at this moment. So you are using present continuous tense. In the same way, the price of petrol is rising rapidly. Okay, this change is happening right now. Present continuous tense is also used to describe about arrangements in the future involving another person or a business. Okay, let us see an example. I am having field visits on Tuesdays. Okay, so on Tuesdays I am going to go to the field only on Tuesdays. It is happening every week on every Tuesdays. So I am using present continuous tense. In the same way, he is attending his meeting tomorrow. It means meeting involves so many people, right? So, in this case, it is present continuous tense. It means it will happen in the future, but it depends upon the another person. Next, coming to the present perfect tense. The structure of the present perfect tense is subject plus have or has plus past participle. It means we form. Okay? For I, you, we, and they, you have to use have, and he, she, it, you have to use has in present perfect tense. Let us have a look on the situation in which we can use present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to talk about the actions that started in the past and they are continuing to the present. Example: he has been learning English since 2020. It means he had started learning this language English in 2020 and it is unfinished. He is still learning. Okay? In the same way, I have been working since 2019. It means that I have started working in 2019 and I am still continuing. I am still working. Present perfect tense is used to talk about our experiences up to the present. For example, he has been to Australia 5 times in his life. It means he visited Australia 5 times, but we are not mentioning specific period during which he had visited. They have met the chief minister twice this month. It means still this month is not completed. They have visited twice. They may visit once again also. Okay? In such situations, we are going to use this present perfect tense. I have been making videos on speaking English fluently. It means I have started it in the past and still I am continuing, but I have not mentioned about that particular period during which I have started making videos. Okay? Present perfect tense is also used to talk about the events and actions that have consequences in the present. For example, I have watched this movie already, so I am not excited. Okay, it means I have already watched it. So, right now, at present, I am not so excited to watch this movie. In the same way, he prepared well for the exam, so he is not tensed. Okay. I have cooked dinner, so I am watching this TV show. As I have done that activity at that time in the past, now I am doing this activity. Okay? This is all about present perfect tense. Now, coming to the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense almost seems like present perfect tense, but present perfect continuous tense emphasizes a specific period of a specific time from which that activity is happening. The structure of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have or has plus been plus verb ing. The present perfect continuous tense is used to talk about the actions that we have been doing uninterrupted, that we haven't finished. Okay, these are also unfinished actions. For example, I have been watching that web series for months. It means I have started watching this web series since a couple of months, but still it is continuing. Okay, it is unfinished. Let us see one more example. She has been studying for 2 hours. The present perfect continuous tense is also used to talk about actions that have been done recently or lately. For example, it's been raining recently. It means just now it has rained. In the same way, I have been working upon my fluency a lot recently. Okay, the actions that are done recently or lately, you can use present perfect continuous tense. Let us see two more examples. She has completed her homework lately. Okay, it means it has been just 5 minutes or 10 minutes that she has completed her homework. Rani hasn't been feeling well lately. It means for 2 days or one day she has not been feeling well. Before continuing the video, please click that like button and make sure that you share it to your friends and family members who are eager to learn English grammar.
Let's see all the four tenses in a table. The first one is past simple tense. It is used to describe past and finished actions. For example, I learned cooking last summer. The next tense is past continuous tense. It is used to describe a continuing action at some point in the past. For example, I was cooking at 9 a.m. yesterday. The next tense is past perfect tense. It is used to describe a past action that happened before another past action or time. So, in this case, we are going to mention the time. For example, I had worked there for 3 years before I joined this company. The next tense is past perfect continuous tense. It is used to describe past actions that continued to the past point in time. For example, I had been working there for 3 years before I finally joined this company. Both look similar, right? Don't get worried. Let's see in detail. Coming to the first one, that is past simple tense. The structure of past simple tense is subject plus past simple. It is used to talk about past finished actions. It means we are going to talk about the completed actions. We often say when they happened. Let us see some examples. I went for a walk in the evening yesterday. Rahul presented a gift to Rani last week. Next, coming to past continuous tense. The structure of past continuous tense is subject plus was or were plus verb ing. It is used to talk about what was happening at a specific moment in the past. In this case, we are going to mention that particular time. For example, I was cooking lunch at 12:30 p.m. yesterday. Past continuous tense is also used to give background information. For example, it was raining cats and dogs when I went outside yesterday. Don't wonder what means raining cats and dogs. It means it rained very heavily. It is an idiom. Past continuous tense is also used to say that an ongoing action was interrupted by another action that happened in the past. For example, we were watching movie when Jansi arrived. Just think that you were watching movie for 3 hours and in the middle of the movie Jansi arrived. Next, coming to past perfect tense. Subject plus had plus past participle. It is used to talk about events that happened before another event or up to a certain point in the past. For example, when I switched on the TV, the program had already completed. It means that we are mentioning two actions in the past that already completed. Both of the actions have been completed. Next, coming to the final tense of past tense, that is past perfect continuous tense. The structure of past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had been plus verb ing. It is used to talk about an action in the past that continued up to a certain time and continued after that. For example, they had been searching for car keys hours before they decided they lost it. Past perfect continuous tense is also used to talk about a repeated action in the past up to a certain point. For example, the participants had been practicing for months before the grand finale happened.
We are going to discuss about all the four future tenses in detail. They are future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Okay? We use future tenses to talk about the events or the actions that will occur or take place right after this present moment. First of all, we shall have a look of all the four tenses.
Simple future. We use simple future to describe the events or actions that we believe will happen in the future. For example, I will learn cooking this summer. Future continuous. It is used to describe the actions at a specific moment in the future. For example, I will be attending my cooking classes at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Future perfect. It is used to describe an event or an action that is planned before a certain time in the future. For example, I will have cooked there for 6 months on weekends. Future perfect continuous. It is used to describe an action that will continue up to a certain point in the future. For example, I will have been working there for 6 months on weekends. It is almost similar to future perfect, right? Don't worry, we are going to see in brief about each and every future tense in future simple tense. The structure of future simple tense is subject plus will plus base form of verb. It is of three types. First type is we use this future simple tense to describe the actions we think that will definitely happen in the future. For example, I think she will not attend the meeting tomorrow. I am sure you will love this music. The second type in which we can use simple future tense is to make offers or promises. I will help you complete your records by next week. Elena will come home tomorrow. And the third case in which we can use simple future tense is to describe facts that are going to happen in the future. For example, it will be our first visit to Switzerland next week. This hospital will be 100 years old soon. Now, coming to future continuous tense. The structure of future continuous tense is subject plus will be plus verb ing. It is used to talk about actions that will be in progress at a certain point in time. These actions will start and end in the future. For example, I will be studying in library at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
I don't know when I am going to stop studying in the library.
The second case in which we can use future continuous tense is to indicate an action that will be carried out over a period of time, not simply in an instant. For example, I will be studying in library tomorrow.
This will be a considerable amount of time for about 1 hour or 2 hours. It is not just going to happen in a fraction of seconds.
Next, coming to future perfect tense. The structure of future perfect tense is subject plus will have plus past participle. Future perfect tense is used to talk about actions or states that will be completed before a certain point of time in the future. We are going to mention that point of time. Okay, let us see some examples. I will have completed my dinner by the time you come home. You will have completed your homework before it's 8 p.m.
We often use time clauses with future perfect tense like by or when I am older.
Next, finally coming to the last tense of future tense, that is future perfect continuous tense. The structure of future perfect continuous tense is subject plus will have been plus verb ing. Future perfect continuous tense is used to describe actions that will be continuing at a certain point in the future. In this case also we are going to mention the particular point of time. For example, Smiley will have been working in Canada for 6 months in 2023. When Rahul retires next week, he will have been teaching here for 7 years.
When we use this tense, we are actually thinking about duration of that particular action up to a certain point in time. So I hope you have understood all the four tenses clearly, and now I am going to take one verb and frame all the 12 tenses so that it would be very easy to you to learn. Okay? Present simple tense. I speak English. Present continuous tense. I am speaking English. Present perfect tense. I have spoken English. Present perfect continuous tense. I have been speaking English. Simple past tense. I spoke English. Past continuous tense. I was speaking English. Past perfect tense. I had spoken English. Past perfect continuous tense. I had been speaking English. Simple future tense. I will speak English. Future continuous tense. I will be speaking English. Future perfect tense. I will have spoken English. Future perfect continuous tense. I will have been speaking English. That is all for this video. Shares and likes are much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. See you soon in the next video.